Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. In this video we are going to try and figure out what to do with the rest of these PAL keys. But first we have to put down a chaff grenade because there are some cameras in this room. The gimmick with the PAL keys is the same as it was in the last video. Let me just go over it again. We need to find one room temperature, one cold, and then one warm. So for the cold one, since we already inputted the room temperature one, we're going to go to the room where we fought Vulcan Raven, as it was just one big cooler. There are a few guys in here now, so we're going to want to, make sure they don't see us. And then literally all we're going to want to do is just kind of sit down in a corner somewhere and wait. You'll know when you're finally ready to leave when your card turns blue, which it did just there. So we are now A-OK to leave. And obviously you do have a bit of a time limit to get back to this room. And every time you come back here, these guards will respawn. So just word of warning there. I've never ever had it happen where, I took too long getting back to this room and the card gets back to room temperature. That's never happened to me before. I've read that can happen, but it's literally never happened to me before. And again, the route into this room will always give you some sort of a chaff grenade, so that's always really nice. So here we go. Cold key. Let's hope the computer doesn't freeze.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay. There goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
Yep, Snake, we do know how math works. After 2 comes 3. If you remember, not too long ago, we were in a room that was really, it was just the blasting room, the furnace room. It's pretty much one big hot box. So if we go in there, we'll be able to heat up the key. So now we're going to just head over to that room again. We're going to want to situate ourselves over here. I love doing this. I don't know why. It's just, that's my favorite way of getting down. So we're going to want to position our way over there and then there. Sure, we'll take a little bit of damage, but I do love doing that. So something usually happens on this elevator. We usually get a call. So that's why I'm leaving this bit in.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
Son.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Well then, looks like Naomi is certainly a traitor. So here we are in the blast furnace. I love that because there's that guy right there. Like, if we entered that room a second sooner, we might have gotten seen by that guy. But I like to just hide in that little hidey hole over there. That's pretty much the best place to do it. And if you don't care about killing people, a fun thing to do is drag the people into the lava and then just drop them in. It's the same thing with, like, in Snake Eater I did this, where you can drop people in the quicksand? I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Quicksand, they'll just kind of drop in and die. It's a good way of getting rid of a body. Oh, there we go. Now our card is hot. It's a hot card. We can just leave now. So we're back here in the room with Metal Gear Rex. A very important codec is about to happen, so brace yourselves. Hold on to your butts. But of course we're going to want to make sure that that guard doesn't hear us. And here we go.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique, when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. Naomi, tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that... No. That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was... Snake...
Hey! What are you doing?
Snake...
Naomi?
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
I love how Colonel Campbell's kind of like a 5-year-old in this game. Colonel, let me talk to her. I won't.
Who's there?
Wow, that was a close one. Snake, your mission is to destroy Metal Gear. Snake, are you gonna do it? Snake. It's like, seriously, he's like a little kid. I love Campbell and all, but toward the end of this game, he just gets a little weird. I won't. So now we just gotta input the last PAL key and Metal Gear should be deactivated.